my brother, I believe you. I believe in you. Strong, stay strong. Be strong. I believe in you. Welcome to the huddle. Each one, reach one. Each one, teach one. We all we got. We all we need. My brother, my brother, my brother. I love you. Be strong, stay strong. Be strong, stay strong. My brother, I believe in you. Be strong, stay strong. Welcome to the huddle. We know that your attention is the most powerful thing that you can pay. So if you're paying me some right now in the moment or on the replay, I want you to know that I give my all to be worthy. Welcome to the huddle. You already know Brother Aaron Alexander, my brother Kamari. Welcome to the huddle. Heroes on deck. It's going to be a powerful show tonight. I'm going to call it and I'm going to claim it. Want to give a shout out to my executive producer, my wardrobe coordinator. Say, baby, what I'm wearing today? She said, well, lavender and gray. I said, what that mean? She said, I want you to be subtle, and I want you to talk tonight, and I want you to teach, and I want people to understand what you're saying. Give a shout out to my homegirl, the greatest co-host in the whole world. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Don't get no better than that. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Last week the word was alignment. We in alignment. Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trav P.
She artificial, this real. Tonight's word is naive. Powerful word. Powerful word. Naive. Alexa, what is the meaning of naive?
The word naive is an adjective that describes someone or something that is innocent, gullible, and lacking in experience and wisdom.
Innocent, gullible, lacking experience or wisdom. Naive. These are the characteristics and attributes of a child. A child is naive to life and understanding because it doesn't have much experience. And wisdom comes from experiencing and learn the lessons within them. So a child is often naive. The question is more powerful than the answer. Are you naive? Do you have times that you can admit where you were naive? John Wright, boy, it's good to see you in the huddle, John Wright. We must all be strong, John Wright. Boy, it make me feel good to see you, John Wright. You add value. Naive. I want to start off with a hero story about naive. There was a young man named Jimmy. Jimmy was real confident. Jimmy had something to prove. Jimmy got a job working as a brick mason. He felt good about himself. First day on the job, Jimmy was energetic with a positive attitude, ready to make an impact and lay some brick. But on his first day, they partnered Jimmy up with a man named Albert. Albert was a skilled brick mason. Started talking to Jimmy, telling Jimmy all the tricks of the trades. He said, yeah, Jimmy, man, I'm going to make you the best. I'm going to take you under my wing, Jimmy. Just follow me, Jimmy. So as he teaching Jimmy the job, Albert would tell Jimmy things like, hey, Jimmy, you don't have to pay attention to the details. We'll pick that up later. We don't really worry about that around here. Just do it like this and do it like that. And he kept on encouraging Albert, and Albert began to form trust in Jimmy. And Jimmy began to form trust in Albert. So there was an old man named Joe off to the side watching Albert train Jimmy. And Jimmy had to walk over there by Mr. Joe. And Mr. Joe said, come here, young man. He said, I see you over there working with Albert. I said, listen here, young man. Tell you got a good head on your shoulder. Pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to what's going on. Albert saw Jimmy over there talking to Joe. So Jimmy get back over there to Albert. Albert asked Jimmy, what that old man say to you? Jimmy said, he just told me to pay attention to my job. Albert told Jimmy, man, that old man ain't shit. That old man ain't nothing but a hater. Don't listen to nothing he say. So Jimmy had them form some trust in the Albert, so he felt like Albert was telling him right, because Albert been showing him all the tricks of the trade to lay brick. So the second day came, Jimmy and Albert working, and Albert done told Jimmy, hey man, don't worry about the small details. We got to worry about the big things. We'll deal with the small details later. So the supply truck pulled up, bringing all the materials. Albert told Jimmy, he said, hey Jimmy, sign for the materials. But hurry up, man, we got to get this truck unloaded. So Jimmy thinking, okay, I'll sign. I see the paper, but we in a rush. Ain't no need for me to really read all the details in the small things. I'm just going to sign my name so I can get back here with Albert to unload the truck. As Jimmy signed the paper and the man walked away, Albert told Jimmy, he said, Jimmy, hold me down. I got to run to the store and I'll be right back. Albert never came back. Jimmy was puzzled. Why didn't Albert come back? Next day, Jimmy go to work. They pulled Jimmy to the office. So let me talk to you, Jimmy. I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yesterday you signed the bill for the material delivery. He said, yes, sir. Albert told me to sign it. He said, well, I want to let you know that Albert's no longer working with us. And you signed off on a bill, and we $1,000 of material short. You know, it's our procedure that you're supposed to read everything in detail before you sign your name. Don't you understand that? And Jimmy looked convicted because Albert told him, don't pay attention to the details. As he's realizing what happened, Albert stole $1,000 worth of material and quit. And Jimmy was subject to be fired. With all his great attitude, with all his morale, with all him working hard, he had calluses on his hands trying to be the best, but now he's sitting being criticized for a costly mistake, and he's subject to be fired. And he's heartbroken. How could Albert do me like this? So he's sitting down with tears in his eyes. And the old man Joe come over there and say, I told you to pay attention to what you was doing, to the small details. But I'm pretty sure Albert told you that I was an old hating man, didn't he? He said, yes, sir. He said, listen here, Jimmy. You got a good heart, but you got closed eyes. Can't be naive, young man. You got to see things for what they are. And if you don't, people will take advantage of you, young man. Do you understand? See, we all been Jimmy. We all been pure. We all been putting our trust in somebody that we don't understand that got another plan. See, that's when you are naive. You can't believe that someone would deceive. Boy, that's a hurting lesson to learn. So the question is more powerful than the answer. Have you ever been naive, deceived to believe that someone naive, so just associated with being a child? See, a minor is considered a child. And when you are a minority, you are a group that's considered less important and considered to have an understanding of children. See, the preacher will tell you to be childlike because in that position, you become naive to believe on no understanding of your own. You will only trust mine. See, that's what a child does because they're pure and they hadn't had any experience to gain or build wisdom. Talking plain folk talk tonight. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. There's a saying that say, a wise man can play a fool, but a fool can't play a wise man. See, a wise man can play naive, pure, innocent, act like they don't know alternative motives. See, when a wise man begins to play this, it'll fool a real fool to show their true self. See, a fool can't play wise. A fool has no real understanding to know his position or her position in a circumstance, to truly see intentions right before them. That's what a con man does. Plays on someone who's naive, who's easily deceived to believe. Boy, we in a time where so many of us are naive. So many. So many. We believe anything somebody say. We repeat everything somebody say. The sky's green. I'm naive to believe it's green. Boy, that's crazy. Boy, that's crazy. We all play cards. In a card deck, you have two jokers. See, the joker is one who can play the fool. The joker is dominant because it's not a part of a suit. It don't wear a diamond. It don't wear a club. It don't wear a heart. It don't wear a spade. It can be played in any suit, anywhere, in power or low. It's a wise man playing a fool. Alexa, what do the joker represent?
Here is what I found from answerbag.com. The Joker represents Jesus Christ, the Son of God.
Have you ever heard that? That's Alexa. That ain't me. The joker represents Jesus Christ, the Son of God. How can it represent that? When the joker in symbolism, in theology, in mythology, in stories is the most famous villain that we all have known. Superman villain didn't have a movie. Spider-Man villain didn't have a movie. The only villain that has his own movie is Batman villain, and that is the Joker. There's very something powerful if you watch the Joker movie. He makes you have compassion for the villain. See, a wise man can play a fool, but a fool can't play a wise man. See, I don't wear a suit. I don't wear a label. I don't wear a tag. That's what hero training is about. See, there's a young hero that has a pure heart, that has a pure spirit, that has no wrong intentions. They just want to love everybody and everything. This is what hero training is about. It's about seeing that in a young man or an older man who ain't yet to understand, who's still naive, who hadn't opened his eyes to see how this thing here work in real life. They don't have no wisdom. He got a hell of an offense and he want to go fight. But he's naive. So in hero training, what you got to help him understand and train him is to prepare to hold up his shield. Because when you hold up a shield, you can block, you can see, and you can be in the midst of oppositions to protect yourself and those around you. But if you don't have a shield, you will soon and sorely be killed. Because you're naive to believe that someone can come and deceive you with a smile on their face. Man, I played the Joker so much in my life. Man, I'm in situations so much in my life where I'm there playing naive with a smile and a pure heart. But because I don't wear a suit, I'm yet to be identified. But I know that I'm something dangerous, so they're skeptical to be tried. But people show their head. I see it. I teach on it. I make my people aware of the truth through experience to gain their own wisdom, to not be naive, but to be the ones who have no experience in combat, who are standing in naivety to be, and be the ones that challenge me. Naive. Wisdom and understanding brings knowledge and power. Knowledge and power brings protection. We're so vulnerable. We're so vulnerable. We have no protection because we're naive. They say anything on the TV and automatically we believe. Two months ago, but not no more, everybody was talking about the movie Sinners. I mean, it was so deep. I mean, people was breaking this movie down. People was saying that they had to watch this movie twice. Oh, I watched it 3 times. It was so many messages in this here movie. Oh, it was so deep. And I'm just looking at these people who are naive to believe in a goddamn thing. 2 months later, nobody talk about it. All the messages, all the hidden symbols don't exist no more in nobody else's mind. They was just playing because it faded in a matter of time. Then a real life trial started with Puff Daddy. And out of all the symbolisms that people saw, they didn't realize that this is the real life version of that white man in that movie who trying to get the people with a pure heart to come outside the club and join those that are tainted, to be infected, to spread a message and a reality around the world that will destroy the souls of its people. But in real life, he ain't white like he was in the movie. So we can't see it. And we naive to how it really works. So you got to understand how it works. Because if you don't understand how it works and your position in it, then it's going to get worked on you. And they get worked on you according to someone's intentions. And everybody ain't going to have pure intentions. Just like Albert didn't have pure intentions when he worked it on little Jimmy. But Joe saw it, but Albert told Jimmy Joe was a hater, and Jimmy believed because he was naive. And Joe was giving him the protection and the awareness to open your eyes, young man. Are you naive? Are you easily deceived to believe? They playing with us, man. They know our minds are like children. They know our development has been arrested. I am everyday people. Hey, 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 hey. I say, I am everyday people. Every day, every day, every day, every day. They expect everyday people to be naive. They put a lot of work in arresting your development to keep you at a child understanding and wisdom level so they could tell you any goddamn thing and you don't have no other wisdom, understanding, knowledge, or power to protect yourself, to goddamn see life for what it is. You're just naive, and we all can be this at times. But the point is, do you know and understand when you be in it? My daddy would always create a negative situation about a circumstance. Because I think he had one of the most fears in his mind that he didn't want his son to be in this world naive. He said, boy, they gonna get you. They'll play a game on you. Don't you trust nobody. Don't you trust nobody. And every time I would go into a situation, I would always hear my daddy's negative voice in my mind saying, don't trust nobody. And it made me be aware. It made me stand on my square. It made me want to be not naive so that my daddy wouldn't be right. But later on in life, when I began to understand why, he told me about all his moments that he was naive. And they were some of the most embarrassing moments of his life. He said, boy, going through life with an open heart can hurt, man. Going through life with closed eyes, without a shield, leave you with war wounds. See, that's where wisdom comes from. We all we got, we all we need. See, I come from an order of operation where older men poured down into me. They opened up their chest and showed me their war wounds. This is what being naive got me in life, Trav. This is what being naive left me in life, Trav. Understand. See my flaws. See my weaknesses. Learn from them so that you may open your eyes and understand how it works so that you can protect yourself and your family. So that's what hero training is about. That's what training the next man and the younger man to understand. Alexa, what is the opposite of naive?
The opposite of naive is sophisticated, intelligent, or aware. Naivety is often associated with a lack of experience or caution, and its opposite is generally characterized by a more worldly or cautious approach. However, it's important to note that there can be a fine line between naivety and simplicity, and that there can be value in maintaining a certain level of naivety or innocence in life.
That last part is where I'm at sometimes when it comes to morally and a woman's virtue. Sometimes I tell my wife, I say, baby, there's power in simplicity. And I love to keep it simple. But sometimes keeping it simple makes me feel like our life is inside a bubble. And inside this bubble, I keep it at the base level of realness. So from the outside, it seems like I'm naive. I try to see the best in people. I meet women throughout the path of life, but I give them a value of virtue. Sometimes people see me giving it to them, and I'm talking about just in respect, in a conversation, and they say, man, she ain't worthy of that. I say, well, I don't know that. Oh, man, he ain't worthy of respect. Well, I don't know that. All I know is what's been given, what's been shown. I welcome them into my bubble. And sometimes I get let down. See, I be acting naive because I want to see the best in people. And they say, boy, you know what she did? Boy, you know what he did? And I be hurt because I feel like, man, I just want to act naive. I know outside my bubble, there's no morality. There's no virtue. There's no respect. There's no honor. There's no repair. No integrity. There's none of the things that make the light shine. Very rarely do you meet your kind. But I got to feel naive. Sometimes I don't want to see the truth and know the truth. I just want to have faith that I'm attracting the right ones. But boy, I know I be being naive. I know I be being naive. It's a real thing, man, when you got this here power. And you go in rooms and you let it shine. And it make those, man, that don't have pure intentions in their heart and soul, for whatever reason. You see those souls get weary in the eye that in the presence of the light. And you identify them. And you see them walk out and go pray amongst the naive, the ones who easily deceive to believe. And they know that it's some naive people that will fight for them and argue for their benefit of the doubt. See, the truth ain't never popular. Donald Trump and Elon Musk fighting. They turning against each other. They talking shit about each other. Don't be naive. Please don't be naive. Please understand, y'all. Everybody in a debate about this movie Straw. See, there was a time when art imitated life, but we're backwards. I told you the most powerful, popular villain is the Joker. Alexa, what do the Joker represent?
Here is what I found from AnswerBag.com. The Joker represents Jesus Christ, the Son of God.
The Joker is the most powerful, popular villain. Pastor Troy wrote a song called Vice Versa. We backwards. Don't be naive. I'm telling you the truth. When ain't nobody gonna tell you, I'm telling you the truth. Don't be naive. We hate the truth, but we love the lie, simply because we are naive to believe any goddamn thing. Don't be naive. Art imitates life. Life don't imitate art. We all caught up in a movie. Like it's real life. These people acting. These characters, these words, these scenarios, these situations come out of the imagination of a man's mind no more than the way I just told you about a story about Jimmy, Albert, and Old Man Joe. If I put it in a movie and show you how the story goes, my story's about real life. I've been Jimmy on the job. I've been Old Man Joe on the job. Proud to say I ain't never been that motherfucker Albert. But in life, there's the hero, there's the villain, there's the victim. Which one are you? You better choose one. Because life happening at life speed. Do you got the ball or are you stopping the ball? Life happens at life speed. The game is happening now. Boom! Don't be naive to think it ain't happening on you. Do you understand how it works? A woman represents earth, ground, Mother Earth, nature. In order for nature to grow something out of Mother Earth, it requires sunlight and water. Sunlight represents the energy from a man coming down on her. Water represents the feelings and emotions that keep her flowing, that keep her natural. Don't you be naive to ever not understand and have the wisdom to know that as a man, you got to water your earth so that her seeds may grow and be fertile. See, she got two different waters. She got the one that you drop down on her, and she got the water that's within her. And sometimes to get the water that's within her, you got to dig down deep and agitate her soil and get it flowing. And when it's flowing, oh my God, she's turned on. Don't be naive to understand that a man holds that power and control of his woman. If you're naive and don't understand that, to have the wisdom, intelligence, power, know-how, somebody that do will. And don't you be naive to think they ain't. Soul can't keep no secret. That behavior won't reveal. Why she do it? She was in a drought. Get thirsty enough, you'll drink any goddamn thing. See how that works? If you get thirsty enough, you'll drink any goddamn thing. You just don't want to die. Pour it down my mouth. I'm thirsty. I'll drink anything. Just give me something to drink. A whole lot of men naive to that. Alexa, what's the meaning of naive?
Naive is an adjective that describes something or someone as unsophisticated, innocent, or lacking in artifice. The term is often used to imply a simplicity or absence of artificiality.
I'm going to get out of here tonight, man. I want to give a shout out, man, to my brother Wood. Do a roll call. Give a shout out to my brother Crump. Give a shout out to my brother Trey. Special shout out to my brother Trey. Yesterday, I went to my brother Trey's house, and we had a moment. I had to deliver a book. And I told him, this is our book. That brother mean a lot to me, poured a lot into me. For 13 years, that brother listened to a lot of what I had to say, to truly understand me, to know me. Help me not be naive to a lot of things, because I got a pure heart, and I like to stay childlike in my innocence, because I believe that's the goodness of the soul. But we had a moment that was deep, man, and it's real. I just want to give him a shout out. I want to give a shout out to my brother Mike Shaw, my brother Black, my brother E, my brother K-Dog. Give a shout out to my brother Javon Clark. Catch us on every Tuesday, man. Two powerful masters kicking judo in the dojo, trying to break the spell of being naive amongst our people, to truly see things for what they are, so that we ain't easily fooled. I often say we all we got, we all we need. That sounds simple, but it get real complex in the we part. Do you know who your we is? Do you really understand who your we is? Because if you don't really understand who your we is, then you don't really know where your help coming from, because that's who you need. And you got to be real enough to know enough to not be naive enough to think that everybody is your we. And just like Jimmy had to learn about Albert, Albert wasn't part of his we. Because your we ain't got intentions to hurt you or destroy you or deceive you. So one of our biggest problems is we naive to believe that everybody is a part of we. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know right now that is not true. Everybody is not a part of your we, especially just not because they got the same skin color as you. And the unity happens when you understand who your we and your kind is. Want to give a shout out to my wife, Keisha. Want to give a shout out to my daughter, Journey. Want to give a shout out to my son, King. First week of football, 11th grade year. This your third year at this. You got some understanding. You know how it go. Be powerful. Take control. Write your movie, son. Don't be naive to think somebody gonna write you right in it. You got to write it yourself. I have grown to a better me. I'm growing, baby, better who I used to be. Get out of here, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all hold me down. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness?